Hello dear students, how are you? Welcome to my online class. I think you all are fine. By the grace of Almighty Allah, I am also fine. This is Hasina Islam, lecturer, Department of English, Tongi Government College, Gazipur. This lecture is for the students of Honours first year. Today we are going to start a new topic. Games at Twilight. This short story is written by Anita Desai, and I think you all will enjoy this story. This is a very nice story. First of all, I am going to say something about the writer. The author, Anita Desai, born 24th June 1937. She is an Indian novelist and professor of humanities at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. As a writer, she has been shortlisted for the Booker Prize 3 times, and she is Indian born, and the story we are going to enjoy, the setting of this story is in India. Okay, so she won the British Guardian Prize for her writing The Village by the Sea. So from this story you have to remember two characters are very important. Okay, so the two major characters are Ravi and Raghu. Ravi, she is a little boy who likes to play games with his friends. Little boys likes to play, and Ravi is the main character, is the protagonist here, and he also likes to play with his playmates. He is excited, he is brave. The scary and dark Garys show that he is brave, and that make him to want more to win. At the end, when the children had finished the games and forgotten him, he feels bad and disappointed. In this story, the writer focused on the children's psychology also. If any child, a little boy or little girl, deprived of his or her opportunities, how he or she feels. Okay, so another character, Raghu, is a young boy. His playmate, Ravi's playmate, and this boy starts fights at the very opening scene. We find that, and is a bit of a bully. He complains when he doesn't get his way and enjoys making people feel bad. Okay, so these two characters are major characters here. Then the topics we are going to discuss: the plot of this story, information about the author I have given it earlier, description of the main characters Ravi and Raghu, it has been done. The importance of colors. Actually, here the writer uses some color to show the actual setting of this story. And another thing, death in the story, it is also significant here. And feeling of empathy, the tones of this story, and themes. It has several themes, and then important questions. Okay, and some literary devices used here in this story. It is a hyperbole. What is hyperbole? Personification, simile, and imagery. Okay, these literary devices are used by Anita Desai. So the setting of this story, as I said here, that is the setting is India, and after India's independence from Britain in 1947. And another important characters here, Anu, Menu, Raghu, and Ravi. These are the important characters we know. And the conflict here, there is a conflict in this story, that is wanting so badly to win and be cool. Ravi hides too long and becomes forgotten. That is here, I'm in this story we'll come to know that this little boy Ravi, he hides for a long time and he wants the victory, but when he claims it, they denied because forgot him. And at this he was very hurt, and he was very disappointed on seeing that his playmates forgotten him. Okay, and he does not know whether to leave the shade and lose or stay and win. So a psychological change comes here. Okay, then another thing you have to remember, the setting of this story, that is the opening. Before the opening of this story, we find a confined home where children are feeling they are very suffocated. They want to go outside to play, and it is a hot summer day. Okay, so it was too hot to go outdoors. Argument to go out, that is, they were arguing with their parents to go out and compromise to stay on the veranda, and their parents allowed them to play in the veranda because it was so hot. Anu ends a fight between the others, that is, other children, they were fighting at that time. Anu ends the fight. Raghu is it, and the kids leave the veranda to play. Actually, though they started playing in the veranda, soon they leave the veranda and they start they go to the field and start playing. Okay, so what is the story about? You have to know. Here I have given a short summary of this story. You have to know the story. This story is about a child called Ravi that were playing a game called hide and seek. So they were playing hide and seek, okay, with his family. And Ravi hide in a, that is he was playing with his friends. Okay, Ravi hide in a shade, a very good place to hide, and dark also. And he chose this place, though it was very shabby, it was dark, and as a little boy he was very scared, but he hide himself there as he wanted to be the winner. That's why. Okay, so he starts to think things that could happen to him there, but also he think that if he stayed there he would win. When he was thinking these things, he remembered that he had to get out to tell the kind kids that he owned. That is, he felt that they were. He thought that that is, they were not finding him, and of course he have to claim that he on the game. Then Ravi get out from the shield and start to shout that he on. When he saw the childs playing another game, he felt disappointed. That is, after coming there, he saw that the other children, they were forgot him and they started another game. At this, he was very disappointed, and then he thought that the child didn't remember him. Okay, so this thing, this it is this is a very a minor thing, but he was very disheartened, disappointed on seeing that they didn't remember him. So this is the story about. And here, after this, the feeling of empathy, this is also important, that is, Ravi's point of view, what happened with these childs are playing another game, or they are celebrating that all these things, he was very disappointed on thinking those things. And they started another game called the death game. It is also very symbolic, and here we'll find some symbolic meaning. And from our point of view, okay, for us, he feels disappointed and sad, first because he didn't own, because the children were planning playing another game and don't remember him, and second, that his family forget him, so he feels bad. Okay, so all the his friends did not remember him, this thing, on thinking that he feels bad. Okay, the death, actually there is no death took place there. The last game, that is after finishing hide and seek, they started another game. It is called death. Okay, so it explores at the end when Ravi decides to go out and his siblings were playing and singing about death. That is, they were started another game, and there they were singing a song about death. Okay, and then because twilight at the end of the day, and it was like dark, this is also symbolic. Okay, that is, it was twilight and it is becoming dark. Tones. So at the very beginning, the tone was very playful, because children are excited, they wanted to go outside, they want to start playing. So at the very beginning, and then uh, desperate, that is, they were very desperate. Ravi is desperate to find a place to hide. He wanted to find out a place where nobody could find out him. Okay, then inside the shade, how was the tones? Frightening. Ravi was very frightened. Actually, the place was very dark and shabby. That was, he was very frightened. Okay, and then at the very end we find he was very disappointed. So this is the short description of this story. In my next lecture, I will give you more analysis of this story and some important questions from this story. Okay, so till then, Allah Hafiz, have a nice day, and I think you all will start this story, and of course you will enjoy it. So thank you, have a nice day.